Hello, my name is Aaron Gatson, and today we're going to talk about Stauber. I'm looking at a screen right here because that is my Word doc, and I don't want to stumble over my words. Today I want to talk about how I can apply Stauber's art style to my own work, especially when it comes to making any kind of art. Stauber is an artist known for his strange, dreamlike, and often unsettling videos that mix animation, stop motion, and music. His art feels unique because it balances weirdness with emotional honesty. Even though his videos are often bizarre, they always feel personal, like they come straight from his imagination. One way I can apply his style is by experimenting with mixed media. Stauber doesn't just use one form of art, he combines claymation, simple hand drawn sketches, and digital effects all in the same piece. This makes his videos unpredictable and interesting to watch. From my own work, I just tried blending traditional art like doodles, little tiny like making stuff in my little notepad that I've been working on, or cutouts like cardboard cutouts with digital editing. Like I can make stuff in Maya or Blender, have it 3D, and then export that into my creations as well. Instead of just sticking to one format and just rolling with it, the variety could make my final product feel more, I guess, surreal in a way. Why not? Another thing I take from his style is his use of imperfections. A lot of art today, I started to realize that it's all perfect, it's all shiny, it's all a perfect big perfection. Stauber's art is everything but that. It's not sloppy and it's not bad, but it's just creatively not perfect. It's made to look in a way like constructive. Like it can be better, but that's the art style of it being, it can be made better, it can look a lot better, but it's choppy, it's intentionally so to make it interesting in a way. It, his animations will stutter, his characters sometimes a little off balance, the visuals don't always as match like their background, match the vibe. Sometimes it's just something to be different and make you remember that animation or that kind of scene. Those imperfections are what give the video's personality. Yeah, I already said that. If I let my project that I would make be a little more raw, I could probably see that working out. Like just being not as perfect. Now, I would still make revisions, stuff like that, to be in a good spot. However, maybe I can just make it a little bit more authentic with just one of my middle way sketches where it's not overly perfect, but it's not overly sloppy. It's like right in that dead center middle. Maybe somewhere else on the spectrum where it's in a work in progress, but it's not too perfect where it's going to be the perfect end goal. A third part of his art that I really liked was how he builds his atmosphere. Stauber's music videos and art in general don't always tell a straightforward story. Instead, they create like a mood, a vibe, and then it just builds off of that. What I'm going off of is Stauber's Opal and Stauber's Baby Hotline, where they're never going to be where you have to really dig deep and pay attention and just take in all these subtle things that may be hidden in the background, or just it's a simple play on words that may make you think this isn't exactly what it's like at face value. It's something different. And I love that kind of understanding that it can be something different if you interpret it as such. It can be interpreted incorrectly and give you a different idea. If it is, that's what it is. That's how you see it. But it can be joy, fear, nostalgia, and just the all those visuals carry that emotion instead of just the words or the lyrics. Finally, last thing I want to take from Stauber is that all of the props and animation styles that he does, they don't look like today's CGI, like how they're all kind of perfect in a way. They all look a little homemade. Like it's not to say like there's nothing wrong with CGI, nothing wrong with homemade, but they just look a little more on the scrappy side. They're not going to be perfect, but they're not going to be like shitty in a way as well. You know. Maybe you can like use recycled materials. You can use whatever. You can use simple things and still make it work. Still make it an interesting piece of art. In conclusion, with all of this that I've talked about, blending media, embracing the imperfections, and focusing on atmosphere and using simple materials, I can apply Stauber's art style to my own work. His videos remind me that art doesn't need to be perfect or expensive to be powerful. Oh, it sure can feel like it needs to be perfect, or if it's not expensive, it's not good. And I love that his art is almost imperfect, and it's just so creatively different, and I love that feeling. It just needs to be just your art, whatever you choose to make. It just needs to be honest and creative. Something I want to carry into everything that I make in this class and all my other classes. All right, thank you.